Registered Master Plumbing Engineers of the Philippines Review. Quiz number 5, 2025. Number 1. What is the name of the tool used to remove pits or rough surfaces from valve or faucet seats? A. Seat dressing tool. B. Seat planning tool. C. Seat reamer tool. D. Seat driver. The correct answer is A. Seat dressing tool. This tool, sometimes called a valve seat dresser or reseating tool, is specifically designed to smooth out pits, grooves, and rough surfaces on valve seats, like those in faucets or older globe valves, by cutting or grinding them to a smooth, even surface. B. Seat planning tool. This is not a standard plumbing term for this task. C. Seat reamer tool. A reamer is typically used to enlarge or precisely shape a hole, not specifically for refacing a seat surface. D. Seat driver. This tool is used to install or remove valve seats, not to smooth their surface. Number 2. Which of the following plumbing materials is most susceptible to damage from water that contains calcium carbonate? A. Cast iron. B. Black iron. C. Polybutelene. D. Copper. The correct answer is D. Copper. Explanation. Calcium carbonate is the primary compound in hard water, which causes scale buildup, lime scale. Copper pipes are particularly susceptible to pitting corrosion in hard water. The scale deposits can create localized, aggressive chemical environments under the deposits, leading to pinhole leaks over time. While scale can build up inside any pipe, it is most damaging to copper in this specific, corrosive manner. Why the others are less correct? A. Cast iron and B. Black iron. These are susceptible to rust, oxidation, from water and oxygen, but calcium carbonate scale is not their primary damaging agent. In fact, some scale can sometimes be slightly protective for iron pipes by limiting oxygen contact. C. Polybutylene. This plastic pipe is chemically resistant to water minerals like calcium carbonate. Its failure mode was related to oxidative degradation from chlorinated water and flaws in its fittings, not scale damage. Number 3. What type of water closet whose trap is found at the front of the bowl and the bowl flushed by small streams of water running down from the rim? A. Siphon jet water closet. B. Washdown water closet. C. Siphon action water closet. D. Reverse trap water closet. The correct answer is B. Washdown water closet. Explanation. The description matches a washdown water closet perfectly. Trap is found at the front of the bowl. The water surface, and thus the trap seal, is located near the front in a washdown closet. Flushed by small streams of water running down from the rim, this is a defining characteristic. The flush water is directed through small holes under the rim to wash the bowl's surface. It relies primarily on the washing action of the water and gravity to evacuate waste, with less siphon action than other types. Why the others are incorrect? A. Siphon jet water closet has a trap at the rear, uses a powerful jet of water to start a siphon, and has rim holes. C. Siphon action water closet, typically a siphon wash or siphon vortex type, has a rear trap and creates a strong siphon for evacuation. Rim holes are present but are not its sole flushing method. D. Reverse trap water closet has its trapway at the rear, not the front. It is a siphon action closet. Number 4. Which of the two pipes when used on the same line would react chemically and eventually cause corrosion? A. Galvanized iron and brass pipes. B. Copper and galvanized iron pipes. C. Galvanized iron and PVC. D. Copper and brass pipes. The correct answer is B. Copper and galvanized iron pipes. Explanation. This is a classic example of galvanic corrosion, also called electrolysis or dissimilar metal corrosion. When copper, a more noble cathodic metal, and galvanized iron, zinc-coated steel, a more active anodic metal, are connected in the presence of an electrolyte, water, they form a galvanic cell. The galvanized iron, zinc steel, becomes the anode and corrodes sacrificially to protect the copper cathode. This leads to rapid deterioration, pitting, and rusting of the galvanized pipe, especially near the connection. Why the others are not correct? A. Galvanized iron and brass pipes, Brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. While galvanic corrosion is possible, the potential difference is less severe than with pure copper, and brass to galvanized connections are more common and generally tolerated with dielectric unions. See galvanized iron and PVC. These materials do not react chemically, as PVC is an inert plastic. There is no galvanic corrosion. D. Copper and brass pipes. These are chemically compatible and are commonly joined directly, example, with solder. Their electrochemical potentials are very close, minimizing galvanic corrosion. Number 5. Which of the following supply pipe materials which could resist water hammer and is good for alkaline water? A. Copper pipe. B. Galvanized pipe. C. CPVC pipe. D. PE pipe. The correct answer is C. CPVC pipe. Explanation. Resist water hammer, CPVC, chlorinated polyvinyl chloride, is a rigid thermoplastic. Its inherent elasticity and the thicker walls, compared to copper or galvanized, help it better absorb and dampen the shock waves of water hammer. Good for alkaline water, CPVC is highly chemically inert and resistant to a wide pH range, including alkaline, basic, water. It will not corrode, scale, or degrade from alkaline conditions. Why the others are less correct? A. Copper pipe. While strong, copper is rigid and transmits water hammer shock waves more directly. More importantly, it is susceptible to corrosion from highly alkaline water, high pH, which can lead to cuprosolvency and blue water stains. B. Galvanized pipe. Very poor for water hammer due to its rigidity, and it is highly susceptible to corrosion and scaling in both acidic and alkaline water, which accelerates its failure. D. PE pipe. Polyethylene excellent for alkaline water, chemically resistant, but its high flexibility makes it more susceptible to movement and pulsation from water hammer, and it is not typically used as a rigid supply pipe within a building structure in the same way CPVC is. Number 6. In its operation, the gate valve uses a gate to stop the flow within the pipe, whereas the ball valve uses a ball. What is being used by a butterfly valve to stop the flow? A. Disc. B. Butterfly. C. Compression seat. D. Impeller. The correct answer is A. Disc. Explanation. A butterfly valve uses a flat, circular disc that rotates on a central axis, stem, inside the pipe. When turned a quarter turn, 90 degrees, the disc pivots to be parallel with the flow, open, or perpendicular to block the flow, closed. Why the others are incorrect? B. Butterfly. This is the name of the valve type, not the specific internal part. The part itself is called a disc. C. Compression seat. This refers to a sealing mechanism used in some valves, like faucets, not the flow-stopping element. D. Impeller. This is a rotating component used in pumps to move fluid, not to stop flow in a valve. Number 7. Aside from lavatory, what is the other common fixture that is provided with overflows? A. Bathtub. B. Urinal. C. Kitchen sink. D. Slop sink. The correct answer is A. Bathtub. Explanation. The overflow is a safety feature that prevents a fixture from flooding if the drain is blocked and the faucet is left on. It is a standard feature on fixtures designed to hold a large volume of water. Lavatory, bathroom sink, and bathtub are the two most common household fixtures equipped with overflows. The overflow allows water to drain out through an alternative opening before it spills over the top rim. Why the others are incorrect? B. Urinal does not hold standing water, therefore, no overflow is needed. C. Kitchen sink typically does not have an overflow. This is a sanitary measure to prevent contaminated water from a blocked drain from backing up into the overflow channel, which could pose a health risk. D. Slop sink. A utility sink, usually not equipped with an overflow. Number 8. What fitting will be used in a water supply line if it is used to join two pipes of different materials that would eventually generate corrosion? A. Ionizer. B. Adapter. C. Solvent union. D. Dielectric union. The correct answer is D. Dielectric union. Explanation. A dielectric union is a specialized fitting designed specifically to prevent galvanic corrosion when joining two dissimilar metal pipes, e.g., copper and galvanized steel. It contains a non-conductive plastic or rubber sleeve gasket and insulating washers that break the electrical continuity between the two metals, stopping the flow of galvanic current. The union side is typically threaded for the galvanized pipe, and the other side is a solder or slip fitting for the copper pipe. Why the others are incorrect? A. Ionizer, this is a water treatment device, not a pipe fitting. B. Adapter, a generic fitting used to connect pipes of different sizes or end types, but it does not provide electrical insulation to prevent corrosion. C. Solvent union, solvent is a specific type of drain waste vent, DWV, system, not a corrosion prevention fitting for water supply lines. Number 9. What is the only tool used to assemble no-hub pipe and fittings? A. Adjustable wrench. B. Offset wrench. C. Monkey wrench. D. Torque wrench. The correct answer is D. Torque wrench. Explanation. No-hub pipe, a type of cast iron soil pipe DWV system, uses a sleeve, a neoprene gasket, and stainless steel clamps with tightening nuts. The manufacturer's specifications require these clamps to be tightened to a precise torque, measured in inch-pounds or foot-pounds, to ensure a proper, leak-free seal without damaging the gasket or clamp. A torque wrench is the only tool listed that is designed to measure and apply a specific tightening force. Why the others are incorrect? A. Adjustable wrench, B. Offset wrench, C. Monkey wrench. These are general-purpose wrenches that can tighten the nuts but cannot measure the applied torque. Using them risks under-tightening, leaks, or over-tightening, damaged gasket or clamp. Number 10. Why are the tank-type water closets seldom used in public toilet rooms? A. The use flush valve is preferred as it will not occupy a larger space compared to closets with tanks. B. Maintenance is a factor in dealing with tank-type of water closets. C. Tank breakage is a common problem encountered in tank-type closets used in public. D. Because of the longer time needed to refill the tank after each flushing. The correct answer is D. Because of the longer time needed to refill the tank after each flushing. Explanation. In public toilet rooms, where high usage and quick turnaround are essential, tank-type water closets, toilets with a flush tank mounted on or near the bowl, are seldom used primarily due to their slow refill time after each flush. Flush valve, tankless, toilets, which are directly connected to the main water supply under full pressure, refill almost instantly and can be flushed repeatedly without delay. In contrast, tank-type toilets must refill the tank slowly, typically 30 to 60 seconds, before they can be flushed again effectively. During peak use, example, in stadiums, schools, malls, this causes bottlenecks and user frustration. While the other options mention real issues, they are not the primary reason. A. Space isn't the main factor. Wall-mounted tanks or compact designs can save space. B. Maintenance is a concern, but flush valves also require maintenance. C. Tank breakage is rare, modern tanks are durable, and vandalism is manageable. However, flush speed and refill time are critical operational factors in high-traffic public restrooms. White heavy checkmark. Therefore, the best and most widely accepted reason is D. Because of the longer time needed to refill the tank after each flushing. Number 11. What has been accomplished when a bead of solvent cement shows around the plastic fitting in the plastic pipe fittings? A. That the proper amount of solvent cement was used in making the joint. B. That there is an excessive use of solvent cement. C. An improper jointing was made. D. That the pipe and fitting need to be twisted or turned around to have complete coverage. The correct answer is A. That the proper amount of solvent cement was used in making the joint. Explanation. When joining PVC or ABS pipe with solvent cement, a key visual indicator of a properly made joint is a continuous, uniform bead of solvent cement around the pipe at the fitting's edge. This bead confirms that enough cement was applied. The cement was distributed evenly as the pipe was inserted. A complete seal has likely been achieved. Why the others are incorrect? B. That there is an excessive use of solvent cement. While possible, The instruction for many solvent weld joints specifically advises that a continuous bead should appear around the joint as proof of proper application and coverage. A small, uniform bead is the goal, not necessarily excessive. C. An improper jointing was made. The presence of the bead is generally a sign of a properly made joint. D. That the pipe and fitting need to be twisted or turned around to have complete coverage. The bead indicates the joint has already been made and the cement has been distributed. Further twisting at this point would be incorrect and could weaken the joint. Number 12. In the change of direction of waste piping from vertical to horizontal, a long sweep or a combination is utilized. From that point on the change of direction, it is recommended not to install any branch within the distance of 10 times the diameter of the horizontal pipe. What is the reason behind why a branch should not be introduced? A. Due to the presence of hydraulic pump. B. It is the portion where most of the blockage occurs. C. To prevent the spilling out of waste into the branch. D. To discourage the occurrence of blow-off. The correct answer is C. To prevent the spilling out of waste into the branch. Explanation. This is a key principle in DWV, drain waste vent, system design. When waste changes direction from vertical to horizontal in a soil stack, it creates a high-velocity, slug flow of water that hugs the outside of the horizontal turn. If a branch drain, e.g., from a fixture, is connected too close to this turn, the fast-moving water from the stack can splash or spill into the branch connection. This can cause several problems: siphonage of the branch's trap, blockage from solids being forced into the branch, or contamination of the branch line. The rule of thumb is to offset the branch by a distance of at least 10 pipe diameters downstream from the base of the stack. This allows the flow to stabilize and reduces the risk of waste entering the branch. Why the others are incorrect? A. Due to the presence of hydraulic pump, there is no pump involved. This is a gravity flow system. B. It is the portion where most of the blockage occurs. While blockages can occur at turns, the primary reason for the 10 diameter rule is to prevent interference with the main flow, not specifically because blockages are most common there. D. To discourage the occurrence of blow-off. Blow-off is not a standard plumbing term for this issue. The correct concern is splash or interference with the branch. Number 13. When fixtures are constructed of pervious materials, what specific condition is not permitted? A. They must not crumble easily, as pervious materials absorbs water and may enhance brittleness. B. These fixtures must not be left uncleaned. C. They must not be bare. Instead, linings must be laid on the surfaces. D. They must not have waste outlets that can retain water. The correct answer is D. They must not have waste outlets that can retain water. Explanation. Pervious materials are those that are porous and can absorb water. If a fixture made of such material has a waste outlet, drain, that retains water, i.e., holds a pool of water in the bottom, the absorbed water will create a continuous, unsanitary condition. The stagnant water in the outlet will seep into the porous material, promoting bacterial growth, odors, and eventual deterioration of the fixture. Plumbing codes require fixtures to be impervious, non-absorbent, or, if made of pervious materials, to be properly lined, sealed, and designed to drain completely to prevent water retention and maintain sanitary conditions. Why the others are less correct? A, B, C describe general concerns or possible solutions for pervious materials, but they are not the specific, fundamental prohibition stated in plumbing codes. The key, non-negotiable requirement is that standing water cannot be retained in the fixture. Number 14. Aside from letting excess water escape below the flood level rim of the fixture, what is the other purpose of the overflow? A. To maintain the depth of trap seal. B. Serve as a vent to the fixture. C. Protect against self-siphonage. D. Facilitate in the removal of foreign matter. The correct option is C. Protect against self-siphonage. Explanation. The overflow pipe in a plumbing fixture like a sink or bathtub serves two primary purposes. Prevent overflow. It allows excess water to escape below the flood level rim of the fixture, preventing water damage. Protect against self-siphonage. When the main drain is filled with water during drainage, the flow can create negative pressure, suction, in the drain pipe, which could potentially siphon the water out of the trap seal. The overflow channel connects the air above the trap, via the fixture interior, to the drain system, allowing air to enter and break the siphonic action, thus preserving the trap seal and preventing sour gases from entering the building. Why other options are incorrect? A. To maintain the depth of trap seal, the overflow pipe helps preserve the trap seal by preventing siphonage, but the depth of the seal itself is a function of the trap's design and water level in the fixture, not the overflow's direct purpose in maintaining the depth in a static sense. B. Serve as a vent to the fixture. While the overflow allows air into the drain system, it is not a primary or official vent pipe in the traditional sense, which is a dedicated pipe connecting to the atmosphere or a vent stack. Its venting function is localized to prevent siphonage in the fixture drain itself. D. Facilitate in the removal of foreign matter. The overflow channel is typically narrow and not designed for removing foreign matter, which is the function of the main, larger drain opening. Number 15. Which of the water closets is the most efficient, the quietest, and the most expensive of the water closets? A. Reverse trap water closet. B. Siphon action water closet. C. Washdown water closet. D. Siphon jet water closet. The correct answer is B. Siphon action water closet. Explanation. Among the common types of water closets, toilets, the siphon action, or siphonic, water closet is known for the following characteristics. White heavy checkmark most efficient. Uses a longer trapway with a reverse P or S shape, creating a strong siphonic action during flush. This action pulls waste out effectively, often with less water than older designs, especially in modern low-flow models. White heavy checkmark quietest. The siphonic flush is much quieter than the noisy, forceful washdown or blowout types because it relies on vacuum siphon, not direct high-velocity water surge. Water flows smoothly into the bowl, then the siphon evacuates contents without splashing or loud gurgling. White heavy checkmark most expensive. The complex trapway design requires more precise manufacturing, often in one piece with a larger ceramic body, making it costlier than simpler models like washdown or basic reverse trap types. Comparison with other options. A. Reverse trap, older design, less efficient, prone to clogging, moderate noise. C. Washdown, simple, cheap, but noisy, less effective at waste removal, uses more water for equivalent performance. D. Siphon jet, a subtype of siphonic toilet that uses a jet hole to initiate siphon quickly, very effective, but slightly noisier than full siphon action and often less expensive than true siphon action models. Note, terminology can vary by region, but in standard plumbing references, like IPC, ASPE, or textbooks, siphon action refers to the quiet, efficient, full-bowl siphonic flush commonly found in residential toilets in North America. White heavy checkmark therefore, the best answer is B. Siphon action water closet. Number 16. What type of faucet is now most often used on plumbing fixtures? A. Wheel type. B. Compression type. C. Swivel type. D. Swing type. The correct answer is B. Compression type. Explanation. While modern designs like ceramic disc and cartridge valves are very popular in new installations, the compression faucet remains the most often used type globally due to its simplicity and low cost, widespread availability, long history of use in countless homes and buildings, ease of repair with common washers and seats. It is the traditional, standard faucet found on a huge number of existing fixtures. Why the others are incorrect. A. Wheel type. This is often just a handle style, example, a wheel handle, found on compression faucets, not a distinct internal mechanism. C. Swivel type and D. Swing type. These describe spout movement, like on a kitchen faucet, not the valve mechanism that controls water flow. Number 17. What joint of pipe is being made if the pipe ends is being beveled? A. Compression joint. B. Solder joint. C. Welded joint. D. Sweat joint. The correct answer is C. Welded joint. Explanation. Beveling the ends of pipes is a preparation step specifically for butt welding, common in steel and other metal pipes. The beveled edge, often in a V-shape, allows for proper penetration of the weld material and creates a stronger, full penetration weld joint. Why the others are incorrect? A compression joint uses fittings with ferrules nuts, no beveling is involved. B solder joint and D sweat joint, these are essentially the same, soldering copper pipe. The pipe ends are cleaned and may be slightly chamfered, deburred, but they are not beveled in the way required for structural welding. Number 18. What is the name of the washer that seals the bottom of a lavatory bowl? A. Compression washer. B. Mac washer. C. Cushion washer. D. Delta washer. The correct answer is B. Mac washer. Explanation. A Mac washer, or Mac washer, is a specific type of large, flat, and usually soft rubber or neoprene washer. It is placed between the bottom of the lavatory bowl, the drain hole, and the lock nut of the drain assembly to create a watertight seal. Why the others are incorrect? A. Compression washer, a general term for washers used in compression fittings, like under a faucet nut, not specific to lavatory drain sealing. C. Cushion washer, not a standard plumbing term for this part. D. Delta washer, this refers to a specific brand's faucet washer style, not a lavatory drain seal. Number 19. What type of water closet that has a small hole in the bottom that delivers water into the trap? A. Siphon action water closet. B. Siphon jet water closet. C. Washdown water closet. D. Reverse trap water closet. The correct answer is B. Siphon jet water closet. Explanation. A siphon jet water closet is distinguished by a small hole, or jet port, located near the bottom of the bowl, typically at the inlet to the trapway. This jet hole directs a pressurized stream of water directly into the entrance of the trap, which quickly fills the trapway and initiates a strong siphonic action. This design enhances flushing efficiency, allowing the toilet to evacuate waste rapidly and completely, often with less water than older designs. This jetted flush is what gives the siphon jet its name and performance advantage over standard siphon action toilets. Comparison with other types. A. Siphon action water closet uses a large, S-shaped trapway to create siphon, but no jet hole. Relies on entire bowl filling to start siphon, slower and quieter, but less forceful. C. Washdown water closet has a shallow bowl and uses direct water surge to push waste over a low trapway. No siphon, no jet hole, and less efficient. D. Reverse trap water closet features a trap located behind the bowl, with a high back and reverse curved trapway. No jet hole, and largely obsolete. White heavy checkmark therefore, the only type among the options with a small hole at the bottom that delivers water into the trap is the B. Siphon jet water closet. Thank you for tuning in to Registered Master Plumbing Engineers of the Philippines Review, Quiz Number 5, 2025. How did you fare on this quiz? Each question is a valuable part of your preparation, and we hope it helps you sharpen your plumbing knowledge. White right pointing backhand index, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more quizzes and educational content. White right pointing backhand index, share your answers in the comments, let's see who can get them all right. White right pointing backhand index, follow us on Facebook and TikTok for more tips and resources. Keep studying hard, and we'll see you in the next video. Wrench flexed biceps.